Yeah, and I meant it. See, it hates me still. I I honestly don't know what to tell you, cause I don't know. Kick is kind of broken. So, yay! It's Friday and I don't have to work. Yay! So that means I get to stream. Yay! And that means I come with presents. Probably just need a new phone. I mean, maybe. That could be it. That could very well be it. I'm all about that background jam, you know what I mean? Presents? Yes! I come bearing gifts. I do indeed. Um, if you're on Patreon, you would know already. But here are the gifts. It's live today, effective 1 hour ago. Neurospicy is now on all platforms, so enjoy. Auntie's in the house. How you doing? Yeah, it's on all platforms, which is why you're hearing it in the background. If you're on the Patreon, you will have already got a copy of it directly after Jay's stream last night. If you're a tier 3 patron, you got a copy of the album delivered right to you as soon as Jay's stream was over. Surprise! So much for the delay, huh? That's right. That's right. Yep, Neurospicy is out and available and is now on my stream music that I play, which I know I'm going to get a copyright flag for, but that's fine. I'll just get them to take it down. But I have a feeling that it's going to end up on a certain Demon Stream radio too. It may be uploaded on my PC and phone already. There you go. Recovering from canine removal. Ugh. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Jussie, how you doing? And Trinity, hello. Hope you're having a good night. Well, I mean, it's the middle of the afternoon for me, so I'm having a good one. Oh, I'm like, why am I seeing Robo Shoes on TikTok here? It confused me, right? But no, it's the metal poster I've got in the back. Just saved it to my playlist. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. It's out, it's available, it's ready for everybody. The only place I did not put it yet is on the Bandcamp for everybody to download. I will do that over the weekend here. I'll get it up there. It's just, I was trying to get everything done and... damn it, which one is getting flagged, isn't it? No, it's not on there. It's on my playlist. I have a lot of the stuff from the Dirty Works label. A lot of the hardstyle shit on this playlist. Actually, you know what I might do just to fix that little problem? Nah, fuck it. I'm not worried about it. The SLB went good. I saved a crew party when the artist before me called in sick. Hang on. Up. Huh? I don't know what the fuck you are. I don't like that song. Note to self, remove that. Anyway. When the artist before you called in sick. Ah! So you showed up early, did you? Having a not so great learning experience. First year attempting day camps, not going so well. Oh. Attempting day camps, as in the kid is, or as in you are... I don't understand the context, I guess, is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because words and shit. This thing really likes to eat text. Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does.
So I just got yelled at.
Shut up. I hate when it does that. See, I miss good shit when I have migraines. I mean, that's, yeah. That happens to all of us when we get migraines. Missing all of the good stuff. And it sucks. Showed up early, had music ready for a second hour, ended up pre-show. Nice. Nice. That sounds good. That doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. Excuse me. Yeah, so suffice it to say, I'm very excited because the album went live today, and that was all part of my plan. Everything went swimmingly. Yes. Yes, it did. Yes. But that also means on to the next thing. And hi, Sib, how are ya? Too many people, too many field trips, sensory overload. Okay, I totally get that. Not like I didn't have 3 Spanish project songs in the mix. Yeah, the whole sensory overload thing? Nah, nah. Ugh. Just yuck. All of the yuck. Teaching the Padawan? Well, I mean, she and I have had discussions about more music shit. We shall see. We shall see. Where's the thingy with the thingy? There's the thingy with the thingy. And then once again, I need to turn that down in my fucking ears again. There we go. Alright, cool. Boop. Heading to the vape shop for juice. Excellent choice. Oh, yeah, speaking of buying things. So, I had an Amazon order show up today, and it only showed up like an hour ago, and I'm like, I'm not ripping my computer apart right now. Fuck that. But I got myself a brand new hard drive, so I'm going to be putting all of my music shit on here. Because it is an M2 solid state drive. 4 terabytes. Got it on sale. Yay! Turn down the ears. Are we not hearing the background music again? Oh, you know what? You guys, ha ha ha. You guys wouldn't be. Bam and bam. There we go. Sorry about that. I always forget to turn that back on. About time. Padawan needs to do more music. She got a lot of compliments for Shine Again. She's a great little co-writer. Hard drive for music production. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm going to end up moving all of my music stuff onto that drive because, you know, solid state. So it's going to run faster. How much? I got it for, I think it was $215. There it is. Yeah, because I forgot. Sorry, Jesse. I forgot to turn it on. There's always one thing I forget. Every time. It doesn't matter what. It could be the captions. It could be, you know, could be the music for you guys. Yeah. But, yeah, I got it for about $215. Was for Prime Day on Amazon. So the wife's like, hey, well, I'm ordering this and I'm ordering this. I'm like, you know what I need? Because once I got the disability back pay, I'm like, okay, all the bills are covered. Everything is good. And, yeah. From there, it was like, okay, now I'm getting a fucking treat for myself because I need to. Random reminders, YouTube likes YouTube, like the stream if you can. That's right, if you're watching on YouTube, throw a like on the stream, will you? And if you're watching on TikTok, don't be afraid to, you know, spam a couple of hearts on there. It doesn't hurt my feels in any way. That's right, hashtag pro streamer. I am the absolute epitome of professional. Yeah, right. Fucking right. I don't think so. Disability back pay is important and helpful, very much so, because we were falling behind and we were getting dangerously close to getting a lot of things cut off. So, yeah, we ended up getting everything caught up and overpaid. And we still had a few bucks left over. So it's like, okay, what are some things we need? I've had some great sales on, I picked up 2 terabyte. Yep. Yeah, one of the problems that I run into is that I very quickly run low on storage on my main drive, which is only a 500 gig, right, on the C drive. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna move a lot of this shit off of there because it just keeps fucking bogging down and making me just mental in the process. But whatever, it's all good. Crayons taste like purple. Yes, they do. I'm confused. My face. Can't multitask. I guess there's that. Gonna need storage in 54 days. Okay. I'm going to take your word for that. Ramday said, hey, fuck you to me. I need a new computer. I don't need a new computer per se. I just need part upgrades. Oh, Starfield. Oh, is that 54 days? Jesus Christ, where did my life go? Good God. We have the foods. Good job. Good luck getting storage in time. So, I did say that I was showing up with presents, which you guys got, and the rave incentive. Don't have a computer right now. Computer would be nice. We need a new broadcast computer. 120. Oh, wow. I may have set up a countdown today. I'll keep you posted. Why, thank you. But yes. Kick Heat in the comments. Yeah, it always does that. But yeah, I said I was going to show up with the rave incentive. Are you ready? Here it is. Boom. Way up there. Way up here in the top corner. Right there. The rave incentive is going to be, we are going to help Shoost and Panda. We're going to help them with some moving expensive. Expensive? Moving is expensive. We're going to help with the expenses. I guess saying the moving expensive is accurate. That's what we're doing. So, the goal is 500 bucks. The stretch goal is 1,000. That's what we're going to do. That is going to be our rave incentive right there, is once again helping out one of our own. Because for those of you that don't remember, Shoost and Panda are moving from where he's living now up to the city that I am in. His wife got a contract teaching at a school that is actually right near me. DJs are rave naked. For 1,000 bucks? No. I may be easy, but I'm not cheap, my friend. I also want to learn more, but I'm supposed to help burn 2 on Second Life right now. I can't concentrate. You know what's funny is you're saying a lot of words. And many of them I don't quite understand because I never got into Second Life. Loco Popo, hey, how you doing, buddy? How are you, man? My friend Loco Popo, who's which by the way, I do love the new name. That new name makes me chuckle every time I see it. What is up, my dude? I'm golden. Life's going so well. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that. In Speedos for 1,000 bucks. Once again. Okay, I'm married. I can't give this shit away. What makes you think people will pay for it? Are you insane? Doing a move of my own, I will share, but that's all I can do. And you know what? That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm content with that. Yeah, 10K maybe. Too funny. But no, there's our rave incentive. So, there you go. I don't know if exclamation Shoost works or not. I tried to put it into the bot. If not, it'll have to go through the donate link. Painted up as one of the blue guys for 1,000 bucks. Yeah, I'll just make a new one. Oh no, that was the donate link. You'd be surprised, yes, the rest would be an assumption. It's true. It is true. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Let's add one. And the command is going to be called Shoost. Bam. There's that. Let's try that. There. We'll try that. Exclamation shoost. It should work. It may take a moment, but okay, Bob, bit for me to fuck off. Yeah, eat in the comments. Thames, how you doing? Hope the assessment goes well. Yes, I do too. Bam, there we go. Look at that. It works nicely. Hey, Mrs. J. What's up? Too cheap moving because of expenses. 10,000. The amount of shenanigans to request your rave is a very, very good incentive. Yep. All right, let's see. Can't stay, but happy NB Day. Is it NB Day? I did not know that. A happy Friday to you regardless. Is today NB Day? Somebody want to look that up? I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a thing today or not. If it is, hey, look, I learned something new. And again, a reminder, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you throw a like on the video. And subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you're watching on the Tiki Talks, make sure you spam some hearts on there. That'd be great. According to Facebook memories, it is. Okay, apparently today is NB Day. Do the thing I want to do. A couple streams, I DM'd it to you. I mean, I very well could. I'll shut down the work computer for a week. Nice. Or for the week. July 14th is NB Day. Well, look at that. Not NV Day. NB. As a non-binary day. NB Day. ENBY. Hanging in there. Finally got meds adjusted today. Good, good. Well, here's hoping. Yeah, but don't use the letters NB. Fuck, now I'm trying to remember what that one is. That one's for the black community. Somebody remind me, correct me here. All I know is don't use that one. If you want to talk about non-button, that's all good. But if you, I'm blanking too. I know, right? Wow, I'm a great ally. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Lef? Or La Femme Nikita. Hey, it took a second there. Words didn't like to register in my little head. That was a that was a bad joke. Just waiting.
Words are hard.
I made a little bit from my Google stuff I do. I can donate $2. Come on, people, wipe me off the board. Send my fucking messages. I'm a shitty everything. I set the bar low. You don't have to worry much about me. Used as non-black. Okay, thanks, shoes. Right. NB or NB lowercase I. Right. Yeah, the one that I am familiar with and default to is the ENBY. ENBY. Thank you. Fucking captions. Oh well. Yeah, Chris, I guess I can do the thing. Why not? I'm in a pretty goddamn good mood today. So why not? Why the fuck not? Look at me singing my little heart out over here. Oh no, that's the fucking novel that you sent from yesterday. Alright. Let me see. Can somebody mark down 23 minutes for me? And a marker. This isn't Twitch, motherfucker. Where's my notepad? Here, notepad. God damn it. There we go. Alright. We'll say 23 minutes. All right. I see people sort of using NB and ENBY is silent. What? I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Yes, donations, come in. No, no, no. That's not what I meant, Nate. I meant it's 23 minutes into the recording, is what I meant. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all my non-binary neurodivergent squirrels, this is a very special case of the dopamine dedication, brought to you today by the Squirrel Squad. Because fuck yeah, daddy-o. Fuck yeah, daddy-o. Yeah, take that and like it. All right. Here we go. Are you ready? We have got a request, a very special request for a Posy Talk today. So, a little bit of Posy Taco love, I think. So here's what we're going to do. Let's do it. This one is going out to our wonderful Sunshine Goblin from Chris the Queen Bee. And it's, let me see here. I just want to tell her how amazing of a mom, partner, and friend she is, and that she deserves all the love she can gather. I'm super proud of her for the difficult steps she had to take, and that it takes a real adult to do what the Goblin did. I 100% agree. I completely agree with that. I'm not going to go into the details of it because it is not my story to tell. But, long story short, I'm pretty sure she made this public. Long story short, Fee ended up cutting off her parents. So, you know, in an effort to sustain her own mental health, it was a very big and very important step that she took. And that was saying no to their ableism and bullshit and, you know, ignoring of, you know, all of the trauma and stuff like that. And this is something that I cite to you guys as often as I can, that if toxic people are toxic, okay, it doesn't matter if they are a parent, a child, unfortunately, a spouse, family member, friends, whoever, it doesn't matter. If these people are toxic, cut them out of your life, right? Don't be afraid to cut somebody out of your life if they are not going to respect your boundaries, right? If people can't respect your boundaries, they don't need to be around you. I'm so fucking proud of them. Hey, Ella, what's going on? Ella, you're on my shit list today. You know what you did. I entered at a good time. Yeah, you did. Yes, you absolutely did. I mean, any time's a good time, but yes, if you need to cut toxic people out of your life, do it. Get them out of your life, right? You don't need to live up to the standards, to unrealistic standards set by somebody who just happened to have created you, right? We are all individuals. We are all our own people with our own struggles. Hey, it's a me. It's me, Mario. Anyway. Best thing I ever did a year ago. Just because we're related by blood marriage does not mean we have to put up with your bullshit. Exactly. Fuck it, I'll watch it on YouTube. I mean, that's fair. Boundaries are more about being aware of where you end and less about controlling others, which is why it's important to have boundaries and be around people that respect them. Yes, if people cannot respect their boundaries, then they don't need to be around you. Blood of the covenant is sicker than the water of the womb. Yeah, there you go. Why is who suspended? What? What the fuck did I miss? Demons are suspended for the rest of the season. I can say no more. I can't talk about that. My lawyers, thanks to the advice of my lawyers at Schuster and Mooster LLC. And maple syrup is thicker than both. It is true, especially in the winter. Especially when you go and pour it on the snow and then put a stick in it, and then you got yourself a maple syrup lolly. I was tier 1 on Twitch, and so for another one, damn, well. Oh, yeah, sorry, sorry there, Moon Cheeks, you were asking, I missed that. I caught the question, I meant to get to it. Are you still on the train? No, not, coffee belongs in the veins. Not at the moment. The way to get back on the train is subscribe on Kick or be a patron. That's how we do it now. TLDR, hold on to your emotional support, Canadian. There you go. Yeah, the full quote that people have been misquoting for quite a while. Good for Sunshine Goblin. Best thing I did was cut my mom out, so I know how hard it can be. Benefits of mental. See, and I had done that myself long ago. I did that with my mother, but chickens. I am the emotional support Canadian. You are one. I made Spazzy rabbit hole down a rat hole. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you fucking did. And you know what? We're going to talk about that a little bit today. How are we? Today I am fantastic, aside from being sent down a fucking rat hole. But other than that, I'm doing really good. Album released today. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, we've got our goal set up for the rave that we're going to have here. And yeah, we're going to help out a friend in the process. I did a thing to help lessen the moderation crap over here and still holding messages all the time. Oh. Yes, Squirrel Rave. Have you never heard of it? Forgot to switch. I was going to say, I'm talking to myself. Awesome. Say inside jokes out loud. Yes, there's that too. Impulsivity. But yeah, Squirrel Rave. About 3-4 times a year, we will have what's called a Squirrel Rave. And we started doing that because, with our community, it started during the pandemic. Obviously, not a place you would want to go in the throes of a fucking global pandemic is to a rave. With my background being in nightclubs and raves, I like to do that for them. So in our Discord, we would have a rave. I would DJ tunes and people would just hang out and enjoy and just chill and vibe and whatever else without the worry of dealing with, the people, essentially. Be awesome squirrels, always try. Oh, that's so fun. Yes, and also, I actually performed the first 3-ish hours. I was doing it on Twitch. Now, I'm doing it over here. I'm going to perform the first 3 hours of the rave on Kick and YouTube and TikTok. And then after that, because I can only play no copyright music during that period. And then after that, we go back to the Discord and the gloves are off. So, and you're listening to right now some of the music that gets played at the raves. A lot of hardstyle, some trance, some old stuff, some mid-tempo, etc. Now it shouldn't hold messages. A review for saying fuck. Actually, I had to delete all of them. Any kind of problems considering having a mini here. Figured it wasn't a big deal. That's a good point. Also, the music is legit. I'm glad you think so, because I really enjoy it. I love going to overnight raves. I can't deal with the people. And that's why we do it in the Discord. Dark Industrial Techno asking for a friend. I mean, I'm sure we could tap that vein a little bit. I'm sure it's a possibility. It's something that we could probably do. Probably. I was about to say, why have I got so much softy music on this playlist? Because I shouldn't, but... Happy Hardcore, yep, we do some of that. Drum and bass, not a whole lot of it. But I mean, it could be done. Right? It's always a case of know your crowd, right? So I always try and accommodate to a little bit to everybody, right? And typically in the Discord, we will get, I don't know, upwards of 40-ish people that hang out. Like on the streaming platforms, we'll probably get a bit more, but in the Discord, we tend to get, I don't know, somewhere around 40-ish. kind of thing that just kind of like hang out. And like we go for 6-7 hours, right? So if somebody wants it, then odds are I'll find some if I don't have any accessible to me, like right on my hard drive here. Get some fresh tunes and get back into moving. Excellent! Out of the genres, do it go womp womp womp. Then I do the nod nod nod, yeah. And yeah, that's exactly his job here. Which is why we are going to help him and his wife with their moving expenses. So if you guys want the rave, let's at least meet the minimum goal. 24-hour DJ fundraiser with so maybe more. Wow, you're pushing it. On occasion, you go till dawn. Yeah, well, usually 6-7 hours, so it's dawn somewhere. It's usually dawn on the East Coast when I get going, or when I wrap it up, because it's usually 3 or 4 o'clock my time. Minimum goal is $500. The stretch goal is 1,000. But anything that we can get to help our friend move is going to be amazing. So yeah, if you're on YouTube or on Kick, you can do exclamation Shoost in the chat, and it will pop up the link for you. It has to go through Stream Elements, go through that link, which goes right to my PayPal, and then I send it to him. Yeah, it has to go through there, and that's just so that we can track it. That's the only reason I have it set up that way. I mean, it all goes to the same fucking place anyway, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't care. I just want to, I want to make sure that it's tracked so we can see what we're at, right? But, I mean, you know, dude's one of my best friends and I see him all the time, so obviously the money's going to go right to him. Excellent PayPal. Yep. Now, unless, of course, you can't get onto Kick or YouTube to get those links going, in which case you can just send it right to my PayPal with a note that says add this to the goal, and I can do that manually. I do know where he lives. That's right. To the point where my doorbell thinks he's me. That's not even a joke. I wish I could say it was. He knows where you live and has backdoor access. Those two things are not mutually exclusive, I'm just saying. I have all access. That's right. Oh, fuck's sake. Hi, welcome to Dirty Joke Friday. Ain't nobody gonna be surprised by that. Pass it to hotel 4 times, hang a left, and a left, and a right. How do you say that in French? Phrasing, it's my stream, I'll say what I want.
Phrasing?
Nobody fucking asked you, settle down. But the house thinks you're the same person. Yep. Oh yeah, he'll get it one way or the other. You're a Canuck too, me too. East Ontario, yeah, I'm Central Alberta. Hello, child. This side.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
The child cometh.
I have the cometh.
What's up?
I came to tell everyone a joke.
You came to tell everyone a joke. Okay?
What's the difference between...
A little closer. No, a little closer this way, and speak louder.
What's the difference between a male snowman and a female snowman?
What's the difference between a male snowman and a female snowman?
The snowballs.
The snowballs. Get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Good God. My child, everyone. How long is it going to be going until we meet the 500 1K? Yes. Bring her back. Bring her back. Encore. Oh, God. Don't. They're not wrong. I mean, it's true. It is true.
I axolotl jokes.
You have an axolotl joke?
No.
Oh.
I said I axolotl joke.
Do you have any more jokes for the people?
One sec, I'm thinking.
Okay, she's thinking of another joke for you guys.
How does the tree get onto the internet?
How does the tree get onto the internet?
Yes. It logs on.
It logs on.
did the duck say to the other duck?
What did the duck say to the other duck?
Yeah, when they were getting dinner.
When they were getting dinner.
Don't worry. I'll put it on my bill.
I'll put it on my bill. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a kiss and get out of here. You brat. Get quacked. It's a dad joke if I ever heard one. Jasa is so good at the dad jokes. And yes, grown very much so. And you thought my jokes were bad.
The Jason jokes whenever I tell it.
Yeah, it's not a dad joke. It's a kid joke when you tell it. Good God. I just got to shake my head. Dad jokes, Junior Edition. Yes, there you go. There you go. All right. Just thinking. Yeah, I thought I'd tell a chemistry joke. I'm afraid it might not get a reaction. Yeah. Boo earns. I know that one well. Definitely your kid. Very much so. I'm not the best at asking for help, so that's kind of put towards me. I let my wife decide we would accept it or not because I'm a stubborn ass. Exactly, which is what I said last stream when it was brought up and proposed that as our rave incentive, because you guys are moving, that we could, and it was Jamie, because I remember in the DM, she said, fucking Jamie. Boom, there you go. And I could testify to that as well, but that's also why I said I want to talk to him first, because, again, accepting help is something that we are not necessarily good at, right? Asking for help and accepting help is something I'm fucking terrible for it. I'm the absolute worst. You guys have seen it in real time. So, you know, but of course, in our community, that's what we do. We help each other out when we can, right? So, in a case like this, because they had so many hoops to jump through, and it was causing so much stress for the amount of, like, yes and no and stop and go that they had to fucking go through and shit. So the fact that Jamie brought this up, yeah, I'm down for it. I'm all down for it, right? Anytime that we can help somebody out in our community, if we can do it, fucking A. I'm on board, right? So, as an incentive, right, we're just going to put the icing on the cake is going to be, if we make the goal and help them out, then, boom, rave night. Runs and hides. Legit forced my help on it. It was a matter of time until he did the same thing. That's right, payback, motherfucker. It's exactly what it is. I used to be bad at asking for help, so I'll help others out when I can, which is awesome. I have a car full of stools to donate. That sounded dirty, I'm not gonna lie. Ask for help, what's that, right? Yeah, what's help? What do you call a potato that turned to the dark side? Vader tots. If you only knew the power of the ketchup. Ketchup is a smoothie. Yes, that's Jace's big kick right now. Is that ketchup is a smoothie. She's not wrong. Not a very good one, no. Oh, hey, Jace, did you know that today is NB Day?
What?
Is NB Day. Yeah, non-binary day. Yay! Yay! You. Yes, you indeed. Gross. It is absolutely disgusting. But fuck it Friday. Yeah, there's that too. The amount of help I've needed and said not a damn thing. I'd have my ass kicked by a lot of people here. Yes, it would. But that's also where we rely on people like your husband to sneak in and say, hey, by the way, am I the only one who eats ketchup right out of the bottle? I mean, you're probably not, but you're probably of a very, very small number. It's Saturday. Shut up, time traveler. Fucking guy. Which reminds me, Nate, are you sticking around? Because there's something I'm going to share in a little bit, and I want to get your ears on it. He's going to swim at the fishes soon. The picture of a model fucking marriage, you two. That's family for homeless. If it wasn't for friends. Yeah, Ella. Yep, we're gonna touch on that. We are going to discuss that. Alright, Paul, you live on the edge of the fucking planet. I need help. I can get it for free on Spotify. Thanks. I swim good. I'm trying to help everyone, but are crap at asking and accepting it for ourselves. Yep, agreed. Right? I would much rather help everybody. It's not our fault. Others are slow. Leonora, come on. What the hell?
It's a nice box!
That's what I'm going to send to Nate so he can ship himself. Hence the need to hear that it's okay to cut out toxic people. Yes, agreed. Agreed. But yeah, you know, we try to help everyone out, but are crap at asking for help and accepting it ourselves. You guys have seen that out of me a lot, right? I do not like the idea of asking for help, and I will, and it's a bad masking habit that I have for like 40 something years of my life. I'm aware of that, right? I have a nice box.
Phrasing?
I'm not gonna doubt that, but autistic tic disorder and too dang smart for my own good. Flexible foot usually ends up in my mouth. I see what you did there, and I like it. Feel the sarcasm. Yeah, love, support, and hypocrisy. Yep. That's why that's our community motto. ASD diagnosed at 56. Yep, 46 for me. So I get you. I totally get you. Right. Anna, hello. Hi, and welcome to our happy little corner of the interwebs where we sit and discuss mental health shit and various other things. Right now we're talking about helping out other neurodivergent. Explains so much. Yes, it does. Right? One of the things, Wolf Weaver, is one of the things that I am noticing after getting the formal and then reading over it and going through what my diagnostician had written down about me and then looking back over my life, right? And you can kind of connect the dots, right? So anybody who's a later life diagnosed, be it autism or ADHD or whatever, right? When you get that late life diagnosis, you take a look at what it is, and then you look back over your life, and a lot of people go through the mourning period, right? They're grieving all of the things that could have been, all the things that the jobs they've lost, the relationships they fucked up, the this, that, whatever that has gone wrong because you were displaying your symptoms, money, organizing, etc. Yeah, things like that. You know, all of this shit, right? It all applies, right? I have relationships in the past that I fucked up royally, and I thought it was just because I was a garbage human being. Turns out, yes, I was, but, and not to use it as an excuse, but the reason for which, you know, was because of this leading to this, leading to this. You know, the dots all connect. Do need Sugar Daddy to buy me Dying Light 2 on a PC so I can play it with the hubs. I mean, there's that. Oh my god, you need it. Sorry, what was that? Alexa's alarm went off. 23 minutes just saying. Shut up, Nate. Fuck. Fucking guy. It's a good game, is it? Yeah? Ella and Jamie. Alright, let's talk about the thing. Let us discuss the thing. Let's pause the music here. We will do that, and then we're going to switch over to WAP. This side. I know well your community. I've been in Discord around 2 years. Well, then your username doesn't match up to a name that is equating in my head, so. Thanks, YouTube. But hi, great to have you here. Okay, we're going to talk about a thing. And that thing was Ella had sent me this video. And, was it this one you sent me? Yeah, well, you sent me this. You sent me two, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Nope, different name. Well, I mean, I kind of figured. Oh, by the way, anybody who is watching on YouTube, if you do not want your real name displayed, go to youtube.com/handle, and you can assign yourself a handle where you're not showing your real name. I know some people have a concern with that, and that's fair enough, but I figured I would share that with you. All right, so let's do this here. I'll pay both those answers. All right, just want to make sure that the volume is good for the Tiki Talks. Yep, you guys are turned on. Giggity, giggity. All right, here we go.
So I just got yelled at for asking a very reasonable question. So I'm applying to go somewhere, and I just wanted to know, are there accommodations for people who struggle with time blindness and being on time? You know. And then the person I was with interrupted and acted like I was asking something else, and then when we were done, they actually started yelling at me and saying that accommodations for time blindness doesn't exist, and if you struggle with being on time, you'll never be able to get a job. You know, provided you're trying your absolute best to be there. And then they're like, your stupid generation wants to destroy the workplace. And yeah, I think that a culture where workers are just cut off because they struggle with being on time, when there's other solutions that we can look to, I think that just anybody who thinks it's okay to just treat people like that, yeah, that culture needs to be dismantled. And then I asked that person, how can you feel good about yourself upholding this kind of system? And then to think I'm entitled. No, if people think it's okay to treat others like this, that's entitlement.
Okay, so I'm going to say yes and no. Okay. It's true that there are no accommodations for time blindness. Ella and I were talking about this in DMs when she sent me this, and I kind of agree with her on that. For when it comes to things like time blindness and making sure that you are getting to work on time, that is 100% a you responsibility. Okay? In order for me to get to work on time on the days that I do have to go in there, okay, I have to be there at 9:30. My shift goes from 9:30 to 12:30. So that means that on the days, my wife has 2 weeks off right now, but normally it would be, I would take her to work. She works at 8:30. Okay, so it's my responsibility to make sure that I am up on time to take her to work, come home, do what I need to do, and then get to work, right? These are 100% on me. Get a lurk whilst I make the meatballs. Giggity. So yeah, that's 100% on me. My employer, though, also knows that there are some accommodations that I do require for my job. I need everything to be written down, right? If they have like a long list of instructions or directions for, because I work with media players, I have a ton of alarms set. Me too, right? Like my alarm to get up on my days off, I have about 9 of them that run in about 4-minute intervals, right? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna fucking hit it and go back to sleep. I have a ton of alarms. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us do, right? So, yeah, the time blindness thing, I'm going to agree with the person that she spoke to. There are no... Hey, my sister's in TikTok. So I'm going to agree with that, right? Time blindness, there are no accommodations. And that's 100% a you thing, right? Just because you struggle with it does not mean that there are not ways around it. As people are putting in the chats, there are alarms, tons of alarms, right? In order to make sure that you get your ass to work on time. I get it, right? There are many of us that fucking struggle hard with getting somewhere on time. Smartphones are the best tool for accommodating for time blindness. I agree with that. My girlfriend gets mad because I have like 4 alarms to wake up in the morning. My wife hates it. Because she's always like, stop snoozing. Stop snoozing the fucking thing and just get up. But I get it. Now, as for the second part of the second half of that, I agree with her. I think that if we have learned anything when it comes to a lot of work and we're not talking about, the service industry or something, that's a bag all its own. But if we're talking about office jobs, if there is something that we have learned since the whole panini come down, is that going to a workplace is kind of not 100% required. Aw, Ben, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I have alarms, but I end up getting there 15 minutes early. It sucks, but it works for me. There you go. I have to set an alarm so Cajun doesn't oversleep his. Hey, there you go. See, you're helping him out, right? 1, get up. 2, no, really get up. 3, get the fuck up. 4, 15 minutes to leave. 5 minutes. 6, go! I like that. I like that. But yeah, the second half there, accommodations, if you require them, yes, absolutely get them. But I also agree that, and it's a much, much bigger conversation that she's tapping into, is that the society that we live in is not set up for us, right? Which is why a lot of us need the accommodations that we do. But capitalism in and of itself is a fucking terrible system. Full stop. It just is. Hi, Dragon. How you doing, man? After all my alarms go off, Mama gets me. But you guys help each other out too, right? That's an important thing. So, but anyway, yeah, the asking accommodations, if you're now, if she had said to them, I may end up being late sometimes because of things like this, that would be more acceptable in my opinion. Okay, because I mean there have been many days where I'm trying to leave, right? Because me, autistic, I try and stick to a fucking time clock rigid routine. I'm trying to get out the door, and I've got other anomalies that fucking get in the way, right? Like, we have to put Sabine in a kennel when we leave. Otherwise, she gets up on the counter and eats, like, she chews all of the things, right? So if Sabine is being difficult getting her into the kennel, that is going to take a moment away, right? If I forget my phone on my desk up here as I'm walking out the door, right? These are all things that are going to contribute to it, that they're going to add to the list, right? Little by little. I've been told there could be a connection between autism and CPTSD. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are they are two entirely separate things. However, they do present similar in a lot of cases. Now, that said, autism and PTSD, I could see it for this reason alone. Having autism or having ADHD can be traumatic. It is. It's just traumatic on your system, right? If with you trying to deal with the real world, real society that is not set up for us, right? A lot of us will go through trauma because of it. Growing up, having to deal with ableists around every goddamn corner, people that tell you to just try harder, right? When that's not how your fucking brain works at all. Yeah, trauma, depression, anxiety, these are all things that are very highly comorbid with things like ADHD and autism. So, as far as connection, that's about as far as I will go with it. But again, remember, I'm not a doctor or professional. I'm just a guy who reads some shit. Once had a ton of therapy. We found out autism underneath. That makes sense. And like they see, I can see the overlaps. Yeah, there are so many parallels. All society constructs, capitalism, socialism are fine. It's when you add people to the mix when it becomes a shit show. Well, and especially in the case of capitalism, for example, let's take a look at, and I hate getting into this because we're skirting politics now, but because when you incorporate people into it, into capitalism, right, and they are pushing aside so many people to just fucking hoard all the money, right? The wealth gap out there is insane. Fucking sane. Insane. Right? I'm too early for things. I got back fast so I can have some Skittles to find out. Mama eat them all. Comorbidity conditions are a royal bitch. Yes, they are. Doctors are just people that read shit, and in a lot of cases read it poorly. Yes, and actually, thanks, Ben. You didn't realize you just segued for me. Boom.
And this is why neurodivergent people should be writing their own assessments.
This is a great reason why many people are against the term neurodivergent. When you make up a mental health condition, and it's not clearly defined, and you just have people self-diagnosing or identifying as, and it's not defined, you're going to have people like this who say patients should come up with their own assessments. Problem is people are using the term neurodivergent to refer to disorders like ADHD, and that gets treated with a stimulant. And fringe people are now advocating for their own assessments for something that's treated with a potentially addictive stimulant. See how it's such a slip?
Okay, so this was the other video that Ella sent me. By the way, Ella, just for you, I have something.
It's a nice box!
That I'm gonna fucking stuff you in. Yeah, Ella sent me that video, and there's a lot. In 30 seconds, there's a good amount to unpack in here. And then fucking Ella said to me, have you seen any more of his content? And I'm like, no, but I have a funny feeling I'm about to. So I watched every video on his page. Right now, I am only going to address this one. A little more bitty. Funny to me that doctors think I want to abuse the meds I forget to take. Hey, there you go. Okay, so let's do this again. But we're going to do it little by little.
And this is why neurodivergent people should be writing their own assessments.
No, they shouldn't. I agree. Neurodivergents should not be writing their own assessments.
This is a great reason why many people are against the term neurodivergent.
What does that have to do with the term neurodivergent? There are a lot of videos that he goes off on this, okay, about neurodivergent. Question number diagnosis, 50 questions, 13 pages more than I wrote. Why didn't you invite me, rude?
When you make up a mental health condition.
When you make up a mental health condition, neurodivergent is not a mental health condition. Neurodivergent is an umbrella term meant for people who have neurodevelopmental conditions that you are most times born with. It's not a mental health condition.
And it's not clearly defined. And you just...
It is clearly defined.
Have people self-diagnosing.
There is nothing wrong with self-diagnosing. What does that have to do with writing your own assessment? Nothing. Self-diagnosing is not writing your own assessment. Those are two completely different things.
Or identifying as, and it's not defined. You're going to have people like this who say patients should come up with their own assessments. Problem is people are using the term neurodivergent to refer to disorders like ADHD.
And there are a lot of people that do that. However, the term neurodivergent does not just mean ADHD. It also covers autism, schizophrenia, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, things like that.
And that gets treated with a stimulant. And fringe people are now advocating for their own assessments for something that's treated with a potentially addictive stimulant.
Okay, duality. Just put in TikTok. The exact same thing that every one of you have said at some point, and the thing that you know exactly what I am going to say. And that is, it is so addictive, I forgot to take the fucking thing. Do you have any idea how many times in this past week I have forgotten to take my meds? Take a guess. And this is with a fucking alarm to remind me to do it at 10:30 every morning. Yeah, so I went through and I watched every one of this guy's videos. I haven't taken my meds in 2 weeks again. Jesus Christ. 5, you're close, Dan. What does French people have to do with... What do French people have to do with it, though? What? I completely do not understand what you're saying. And yeah, self-diagnosis is the clear first step for a professional diagnosis. I thought he would only watch a few and get the fuck you eyebrows. I didn't expect him. Well, I mean, the guy's videos are only like 30 seconds long on average, right? And they are not nuanced. And he does a lot of the exact same thing that he accuses other people of doing. But there are some things he does do that I do agree with, and I'll get to that in a second. The question. Okay, so I read that one. My mother took formal college courses on psychology and addictions, and then went to the doctor. So she had the formal knowledge and confirmed with a professional. Excellent. Keep putting my pillbox in my pocket, then forgetting till lunch, and I take a lighter. Yeah, I put mine in my lunch bag for work, and then my alarm goes off to remind me to take them, and I forget to do it. So, good afternoon. Hi, Kitten Paws. How you doing? Reminding you all to drink water. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and you as well. Roxy, I'll be in a meeting, and my coworker, boss, will ask, did you take your meds? They can see it. Huh. I do that to my wife, actually, on the days where she's really scatterbrained. She's having a lot of those lately, but she's also enjoying Shark Week, so, you know, that's going to be a factor, too. Don't even know where mine are. I haven't needed them as badly. Well, that's good. That's it. They aren't nuanced. He's seeing and hearing things. Exactly, right? So after I went through this guy's entire page, I have a fucking notepad, Ella. I have a notepad about this fucking long of notes of all the things that this guy had made claims of and the people that he went at, right? Because he's always going at somebody in one of the videos. Now, my complaint is that he's not tagging them, right? He's talking shit about them and not tagging them. That's kind of a spineless thing to do. So, and this guy, this I guess is his second account because he was banned. His first one was banned. I'd never heard of the guy before this, so I know nothing about whatever else. But, yeah. So, there is one thing that this guy does do that I do agree with. This right here, by the way, is everything that I need to know right there. Okay? On his account, it says gatekeeping ADHD. Oh, dude. So obviously, the guy has ADHD, but the level of internalized ableism that this guy has is mind-boggling. It truly is. It is fucking mind-blowing. But the one thing that he does do that I do agree with, because I have done it before, is he calls out a lot of coaches for their astronomical, time to go gate crashing, yes. But he calls out these coaches, right, for their astronomical fucking wages, for their rates. And the fact that, and he points this out, and I've said this before too, and it's something that I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place on this one, just because I've got a lot of friends and mutuals that are ADHD coaches, right? But the ones that I do recommend and the ones that I do I trust more are ones that they have ADHD themselves, right? And they're not charging these astronomical fucking rates, okay? Like, I'll give you an example here.
This lady's like the final boss of ADHD coaches, because while she does offer the one-on-one coaching scam for just ridiculous prices, like $340 for an hour and a half, she also offers a workshop for other ADHD coaches. She titles it No More Shitty Clients. When she says shitty clients, she's referring to the people that think they have ADHD that she's scamming, and she's going to teach these coaches to drop them and add better ones, who make 620% more money in the next 12 months. How she got to that number, I don't know. And she has no training, just a degree in business. This lady's like the
right. So like I kind of get this, right? I'm kind of on board with this, calling out these other coaches, these creators, and there are some on here where people are, you know, spreading misinformation, and he's calling them on that, and I get that. I have no qualm with that. I do the exact same thing, right? But it's the ones where he is, it's just your internalized ableism is just fucking showing, right? Like. And the fact that he goes so hard at the coaches, who hurt you, Timmy? Who hurt you? Did you end up with a bad coach one time, end up getting ripped off, and like now you're just gonna fucking try and take down all of them, kind of thing, right? He's going in here with Brave Dave. Where is it? I can't remember where it is. Okay, this one here.
Here's what's so frustrating about these ADHD TikTokers. And I'm gonna try to be nice. This guy, I guess he has ADHD.
Did you notice he only put it up for like 1 second? He only put Dave's picture up for like 1 second.
Diagnosed, undiagnosed, I don't know. He makes TikToks from a first-person point of view, explaining...
Which is incredibly important. That is an important note this guy should be making. He's making it from a first-person point of view, means he is sharing his own experience, which I think is probably the big counter to his point in this video.
What neurodivergent people do and how they feel. First problem, what the hell does neurodivergent mean?
First problem, you shouldn't be putting that question in there when in other videos you have defined, you are fully aware of what the term ADHD, or what the term, sorry, I was reading chat there, what the term neurodivergent means. You have defined it in more than one video, right? So...
ADHD, autistic, dyslexic, like you can't lump them all together and they're all the same symptoms. Not only that, his videos literally explain every human experience imaginable. Like go...
This is where I started screaming internalized ableism. Fucking screaming it, okay? Because yes, while they are human experiences, the thing is, they are viewed differently. They are handled differently by somebody who has an ADHD brain, an autistic brain, and et cetera, right? So this is where I'm like, do you not understand this? I don't, it's just, sorry, I got riled up and my point kind of walked away a little bit, but...
Go to his page. Here's what's
anyway.
so...
But yeah, so... starts with the Crown Vic to go gate crashing. I hate gates, I trip over them. It's like talking shit, doesn't want to face repercussions. Exactly, well, because his last account got banned for the harassment and bullying, which whenever I do a call-out video, yeah, I get that too, right? People will try and do that. Well, you're harassing me. Well, you're talking shit is what you're doing, so. It's not the traits themselves, it's the extremes frequency. Yes, intensity, frequency, and duration. That's exactly what it is. Let's go back to this screen. Yeah, intensity, frequency, and duration. Those are the main things that people should be looking at. Sorry, I was scrolling back up to do some reading. So, streaming for 77 minutes and we haven't had a self-care break. I was actually just queuing up for that. So, thanks for the reminder, Nix. ADHD coaches are an interesting bag. It's like they've done... It's like they have some ADHD and then doing research, and our therapists both are needed. Both can be very bad. I agree. Okay, so Kitten Paws, what does an ADHD coach do? They are somebody who essentially, it's like, okay, think like a life coach, right? Somebody that helps you with tasks and planning and things like that, right? But in this case, it would be taking into account and dealing with your own ADHD and helping you to overcome a lot of the struggles that you're going to run into with them. There's actually a very fantastic app, or it's a web page actually, but you can save it as as an app on your screen. It is goblin.tools, and it's fantastic. It is amazing. It takes, if you put in a task, you tell it how spicy it is, right? And it will break it down into simple, easy to do steps. It is just chef's kiss. It is so good. I use it every now and again. But if he does have ADHD, does he not realize his experience might not be the normal human experience? Exactly. And that's another factor too, right? Is that spectrums. Everybody deals with it differently, right? Everybody handles it differently. Everybody presents differently. Everybody struggles with different fucking things. Is it paid? No, it's a website. It's not paid at all. It does have an app. It's like 99 cents. Skip the app and just fucking save the website. That's what I did. Hanging out tools are important. Yeah. All right. As I was just reminded, it has been 70 something minutes, and we haven't had a self-care break yet, so we're going to do that because we are terrible at taking care of ourselves. So we're going to take a couple of minutes. Let us go and get some water or get a snack or go to the bathroom or no two neurodivergents will use the same tool in the exact same way. Exactly. What's happening with the chat box? There's like a double chat going on. Is there? I wonder if it's on the stream elements. I'll double check it. If you find the website useful, pay for the app later. Ah, cool. Streambot is just stuck. No, I'll take care of that here. Anyway, yeah, let's do that. Thank you for the explanation. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Now, go drink some water, okay? We're going to do that. Let's get some water, get a snack, go to the bathroom, stand up, have a stretch.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Couple of minutes, all right? I'd say don't go nowhere, but I just told you to, so come on back.
When Town Square is in need of a hero, there's only one man you can count on. When the treehouse is on fire yet again, there's only one name you can trust. And when the lounge needs a party machine to throw down, there's just one name you can call. Coming to channel ADHD Premium this summer. Robo Shoost. Parkman. Park Machine. All beard. Robo Shoost. Only on channel ADHD Premium this summer. Rated R.
Thank you for calling the ADHD hotline, sponsored by Squirrel Co., a subsidiary of ADHD Incorporated. If you're currently having a meltdown and need to scream into the void, press 0 now. Otherwise, please choose from the following options. To have someone activate your hyperfocus to start a task because your executive dysfunction has paralyzed you, please press 1. If you need reassurance because imposter syndrome is acting up and telling you you're trash and not worthy of success, love, or praise, please press 2. To gush about your latest hobby or hyperfocus because the people around you are already sick of hearing about it and you just need to show someone your hard work, please press 3. If you can't find the item you literally just had in your hand and need someone to walk you through the last hour so you can find it again, please press 4. If you can't remember why you called us, but know it was important, please press 5. If you're suffering from decision paralysis and need someone to talk you through figuring out what you want to do, please press 6. If you're shopping and need someone to talk you out of buying the 4,782,746 things in your cart because buying things gives you dopamine, but you just can't afford it, please press 7. To set reminder alarms to remind you to drink your water, eat something yummy, take your meds and unclench your jaw, please press 8. If you're having a meltdown and need to scream into the void, please press 0. If you need to hear these options again, because you have ADHD and have already forgotten which option you needed, please press 9.
Welcome to another episode of Nobody Asked, the segment where we give you information that nobody asked for.
Beavers were once the size of bears, and that's fucking terrifying.
This has been Nobody Asked.
Monday blues got you down, exhausted from late night doom scrolling? Or do you have a case of the zombies from falling down that rabbit hole? Try Subtlety, the all-new energy drink from Squirrel Co., a subsidiary of ADHD Incorporated. With Subtlety, you will never have to hide your sassy attitude behind a mask. Drink Subtlety, and you can just say what's on your mind.
Before I drank Subtlety, I was concerned about being rude to people because of my exhaustion. But now, I can tell my coworkers where they can shove that email.
Subtlety has been a lifesaver. I used to keep my thoughts to myself, but now I can just say whatever is on my mind. Shut the fuck up, Karen!
Subtlety. When life demands you be less subtle. Warning. Drinking Subtlety may cause you digestive upset, jittery hands, nausea, or vomiting. It may also cause you to lose your job, which neither Squirrel Co. nor ADHD Incorporated can be held responsible for. Drink Subtlety with caution.
ADHD coaches, are you struggling to find clientele for your business? Well, I'm Chaz D. McFuckwit, and I teach ADHD coaches how to be ADHD coaches. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is cure your own ADHD so you can help other people. And the only way to do that is daily enemas of turmeric and gunpowder. Everybody knows that. It's the best part of waking up in my parents' basement every day. After you've cured your ADHD symptoms, next it's time to sign up for my class. For only $2,000 an hour, I will teach you how to be the most effective ADHD coach for those for those clients out there. Some of my classes include arguing with science, ignoring white privilege, invalidating other people's experiences, hiding all your credentials. And if you call today, you're gonna get my advanced class on how to grift anybody and everybody out of their money.
Has a bus smashed into your living room, taking out Grandma and her 3 cats at a family barbecue?
Been in a freak fishing accident while you trucked around and found trout?
Are you victim to a partner leaving the vibrator on all night, causing extensive dental damage to you and your 3 other house guests?
What?
I'm JP Schuster.
And I'm CB Mooster. And we're here to fight for you. Automotive accidents?
Medical malpractice?
Workplace injury?
Ex with a shotgun?
Call Schuster and Mooster at 1-800-BLOOSTER.
The L is for lawyer.
We really need to change that.
Schuster and Mooster.
Attorneys at law.
We're just small town boys.
I'm drunk right now.
By hiring Schuster and Mooster LLC, you acknowledge that no one should act or refrain from acting based solely upon the legal advice provided by Schuster and Mooster LLC without first seeking much better qualified legal and or professional advice.
That's right, much better and or more qualified advice. But yeah, speaking of very on topic, I know, right? I was just thinking that's why I put it in the kick chat. I'm like, speaking of coaches, and yeah, that commercial cracks me up too. The commercials are amazing. Thanks. We're gonna do more of them. I decided that since I switched off of Twitch, right, where every hour they kind of force-fed you 3 minutes of commercials, right? So I would cover it up with the self-care break. I thought it was a great opportunity for us to take a break, get some water, have a snack, etc., etc. Well, now streaming on YouTube and Kick, I don't have that, right? They're not trying to force commercials on me every hour, but it is important that we still have that self-care break, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to throw in our own commercials from the podcast, right? And we're actually going to start recording brand new ones. So we have some in the pipe that we're going to do to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I currently have 2 compilations of that are like 5 minutes long kind of thing. Enough time, you know, for me to go to the bathroom, refill my coffee kind of thing, which I didn't refill my coffee this time, but we want to do one, but don't know what. Yeah, sky's the limit. How many Schuster and Moosters do we have left? We have got 4 left. I put the 5th one together already, but I haven't... I think it's done. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's done. But yeah. I'm a big fan of the commercials, just because they're so ridiculous. They're so over the fucking top, right? Like, I mean, there's one that you're gonna hear later. Which one is in the second part? Is that the Game of ADHD Life, or is that ADHD Man? I think it's a Game of ADHD Life is what it is. So I've got, you know, I'll play this one for you right now because it's funny and it just makes me laugh every fucking time. Search. It would help if I could spell. All right. Yeah, Kitten Paws. Check this one out. You're going to like this. Click.
ADHD Incorporated present The Adventures of ADHD Man. Hello there, citizens.
Wow, it's ADHD Man.
Ha ha ha. Yes, and I'm here to deliver your superpower.
Cool. Amazing, what's my superpower?
Imposter syndrome.
Yay, what's that?
Ha ha ha. Well, I'm glad you asked. Imposter syndrome is that little voice in the back of your head that tells you that you're a failure. You're a fraud.
Wait a minute.
That you're never good enough.
No, wait a minute. I thought you said this was a superpower.
Yeah, this sounds like shit.
Yeah, Susie.
Tune in next time as ADHD Man takes on the dysfunctional executive.
So, of course, I tried to make that one sound like, you know, like I don't know, a 70s cartoon or something along those lines, right? But yeah, just, you know, ridiculous. Jeffrey, what's the morning news? I dropped an album today. We need one for BR&T. I get on it. Get on it. Autism gives me those superpowers too. Who knew, right? Wonderful. Yep, brand new album is out and released, and whoop. Bam, right there. It is called Neurospicy, even though I'm not a giant fan of the term, but there it is. It is available on all platforms. As well, it should be available on TikTok for you guys to use, if you guys want to use it, any of the songs from it. So there you go. Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
So yeah, that was my big surprise for the day, was drop the album. So yeah, that's one thing. The other is we are in an effort to help our friend move and to earn a voice chat rave, which will be streamed on Kick and YouTube and TikTok. We have and you can't see it here. I don't have the thingy set up here, which I got to fix. But over here, you can see on Kick and YouTube that we've got the fundraiser set up. All you need to do is exclamation Shoost. And yeah, the goal is $500. Moving always a big job. Yeah, they're moving from like 5 hours away. So, and there was a whole lot of stress and hoops and bullshit and yes and no, stop and go that caused a lot of stress this week. So yeah, we're going to try and alleviate some of that by helping out with the moving expenses. So if there's one thing our community is great at, it is coming together and helping those who are in need. So we're going to try and do that. I got plans for a certain song. Do you? I need to scream at Chris for a collaboration. We'll get on that. As always, but that's part of the journey. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Not today? What's not today? You confused me, Dan. What are you talking about? Have you stabbed yourself with a bee's own stinger? Haha. This week was a lot and needed a do-over. I mean, that's fair, but hey, it's the weekend. But yeah. I don't know. Gluing myself to myself. I don't know what the prices are like in Canada. Here in the US, I don't think $500 would even cover the U-Haul expense. I mean, it might, right? The thing is, Angie, I'm trying to be... I'm trying to set a somewhat realistic goal, right? Hey, Matt, how you doing? But yeah, I'm trying to set a realistic-ish goal, right? Without breaking anybody, because I know, you know, it's fucking tight out there. We're all struggling a bit. Yeah, it's just the costs of everything are crazy. We have a truck, has my dad access to a covered trailer, so it'll help for gas. And you know what? With the price of gas, if we can cover that, then fucking bonus, right? If he doesn't have to rent a U-Haul or anything like that, they've got the trucks, they've got the, you know, the covered trailers and whatnot. Gas is going to be the big thing, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, well, $500, we'll see if we can get that and then pass that along and cover that expense. Stretch goal for $1,000, maybe put a little extra in there for them to help them out. Is everything okay with you? Yeah, actually, today everything's really good. Because again, like I was just saying, I dropped another album by surprise today. And yeah, lots of music and shit on the go. Moving 35 miles. I have to use a truck for about 130. It's going to run me, holy fuck, $200 for that? That's crazy. I think you spent $450 at U-Haul to move 10 miles. My God. That's nothing nice to say, so I'm going to go wash a pot. Okay. If we hit 1K, I'd be willing to do some crazy shit for you guys. I don't know what, but I'm willing. There you go. There you go. Nate, are you still kicking around? I did want to share one thing real quick. But I want to make sure Nate's around. So with, yeah, you're here. Okay, good. With the, hang on, pause. I'm beginning to get very blurry. Do you need to go and sleep, my sibling? Because if you do, then maybe you should do that. I don't know what your sleep schedule is like right now, so this is your PSA. Configure and consume the nutrients. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. But yeah, with the album coming out now, I've been done that for a few days, and I've obviously been diving into other projects. Why? Because that's what I fucking do. Apparently. Well, this one here is something that I have been kind of dabbling with. So, for those of you that don't know, so with Neurospicy album now being out, the next one is going to be a trance album called Dreams and Echoes. And then after that, I'm going to do another hardstyle album called Revenge. And I have been kind of dabbling. May your day be most enjoyable. And you as well, Jeffrey. Thanks for that. I've been feeling somewhat productive. Nice. Use a self-care break to find stuff I need to replace my laminate sheet. Nice. Excellent. Good, good. But yeah, so I've been dabbling and bouncing in between projects, right? So I've done some of the trance ones. I've done some of the hardstyle ones. And this one here is going to be, I'm trying to take a kick at kind of like the epic cinematic breakdown. Scroll until I drop the phone on my face. It's time to sleep. All right, Matt. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Logistical nightmare moving 2,000 miles. Jesus Christ. My God, that's a lot. Anywho. So this one here, Mama's going to want to be here for this. So I hope Mama is still listening. But yeah, I'm taking a kick at what I call like the cinematic breakdown kind of thing. Now, again, it's unmastered. There's still a ton of work to do on this, and I was doing this until, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning. So, dealing with RSE, intrusive thoughts, and executive dysfunction. That's fair. But yeah, have a listen. Let me know what you guys think, all right?
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. Look at us now. This is our destiny. Stand together. Together as one.
Yeah, that was the part that I was working on for a few hours last night. You're hearing shit. As in your hearing is shit, or it sounds like shit? I don't know what you're saying, man. I don't know what you're saying. How's that piano for you? You like that? I thought you'd like that. Yeah, I'm going for like the full cinematic style piano, orchestra, strings, brass, all of that shit. So what's the deal there, Nate? Hearing different melodies like remix. Oh, I'm hearing shit as in you're hearing other things in it? Oh, I see. You're listening to it and you're concocting a remix in your own head kind of thing? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so another case of listen past the first bar. Gotcha. I see what you're doing there. Fair enough. That makes more sense. It's just because it's only a quick, without trying. It's only just a quick one. So here, just check it again. Let me know what you think. To get one.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. Look at us now. This is our destiny. Stand together. Together as one. Together as one.
So yeah, that's a work in progress right now. One that's going to be that's way down the line kind of thing. So I got a lot of time to work on that one yet. But it'll come. It'll happen. That one's going to be on the album Revenge, which I've got. It's got a couple of follow-up tunes on it. Hi, Caitlin. How you doing? Hello. Welcome. YouTube was less delayed for me today than Kick was, and that never happens. Kick was being worse about eating the comments. Hits repeat. More, please. Orchestra, electronic, fuck yes. Give me time, and that one's gonna take a while, right? The fact that I actually sat down and put as much effort into it last night without bouncing off of it to a different project surprises me, to be honest with you. Excuse me. Because I've been doing a lot of that lately. I'll work on one thing and then either I'll hit a wall, I'll get frustrated, I'll get distracted, and I'll jump to another project, right? So this is why I've got, like, fuck. If I opened my Notion, Jesus Christ. Repeat's broken, damn it. We can do a couple of other ones in a little bit here for you. No worries, it's all good. But, it's not a reasonable amount. I'm glad the secondary option for you to be able to watch. Oh, you guys talking about the delay? Fair enough. But yeah, fuck. You know what? I'm actually I'll show you. I will actually show you guys. Is it up? Okay. This here, on my Notion, this is how I track the songs that I'm working on. And this helps me stay better organized, right? Speaking of accommodations, websites like this one, Notion, help me out. It took a while for me to actually get into using it, and being able to get it to work for me or set it up in a way that works. But yeah, this is one here, right? So all of these are done. That one there, not so much. I actually had a remix of that one planned, but these are done, right? So I have them marked as complete over here. Then I have them set in orders of priority. Now if we use a business stuff too, like that's right, for all of the point transfers from Twitch, right? Anybody who says how, or who shows us a little screenshot of how many points they had over on Twitch. By the way, hi Skittles, how are you? Then we put them into a notepad on here, right? And then if I, like in the case of Angie, right? I had made Angie VIP on Kick, so that, bam, there you go. I checked it off, and then I put a note on it so Shoes knows, right? Thank you, Jamie. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, to give us a like over there and subscribe if you haven't yet. And let's get some likes on the Tiki Talk video, too. Don't be afraid. But yeah, see, here's the plan right here, right? This is going to be the trance album. Is this one here? Oops. You guys accidentally saw something you shouldn't have. Oh, well. I'm over it. But yeah, actually, I totally forgot to even add... Right? Like, I did that track so quick last night that I forgot to even add it to the list. But this is how many I've got going right now. So, yeah. There's that. Hard thing about Notion, I can't really integrate it into my workday, though. Yeah, and see, I have still struggles with it a little bit. I'm trying to actually get it set up. I'm trying to find a good template that I don't have to pay for. Because I've mentioned this to a few people. Do you remember, and this is going to date me, do you remember, like, Microsoft Money back circa 99-ish kind of thing? Like, the way that... I wasn't looking, can you show it again? Haha. If you didn't see what you weren't supposed to see because you weren't looking, that's not on me. But do you remember Microsoft Money? The way that they had it set up, right, was like with this fucking graph and shit, and it gave me a visual way to track it, right? And I'm trying to find a way to put into Notion that to help me track better, right? Now, I know that there's a way to do it on Excel or OpenOffice or whatever, and I may look into doing that. Fuck you, Nate, by the way. But I may look into doing that. Yeah, too slow. Oh, what have we got playing now? Oh, hello. It's the extended mix of Swarm, which was released today. Was interesting, but I was a little young. Yeah, well, I mean, at the time, I was, I don't know, 18, 19 kind of thing. I can pan you over here. Ha 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 ha. Had a similar graphic later on. Yeah. And I can ban you over there. We're playing the dick stroking game, are we? But yeah, that's something that I'm trying to set up, right, for myself, so that I have a better visual representation of, and it'll help me out immensely. I'm having such a hard time finding something that I like, that is easy to use. It's not going to take me a whole fucking ton of setup, right? Dick measuring game, that's right. Anyway, yeah, that's my personal gripe for the moment. Anywho. Excel is a fun program to mess with depending on what you want. You can keep track of what you're doing. There's a lot of things that can be set up. Yeah, well, I prefer OpenOffice. I mean, because it's damn near identical kind of thing, right? And it's got a lot more options for file saves and file open and et cetera, et cetera. And I know that even Google Sheets has the same thing. It's essentially fucking Excel online, right? So it's, and can do some of it. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I know that it can be done. I'm having difficulty finding something that I can use as a template and set it up easily. My mind. I prefer FL Studio to let me save, for fuck's sake. Well, yes. That's a part of the demo, though, right?
They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink
Of insanity.
Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl.
Neurospicy, the extended mix is now live.
Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling. A reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos, I find a refrain of the beauty and complexity of my inner terrain. You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm.
Ain't I a tease? Anyway. I'm very proud of that poem. My bees talk too much. Always got opinions, right? Don't they? Works slightly different. There's a bit of a pain to set up before it works. I mean, that's fair, right? But it's that whole setup process that I'm struggling with. Trying to find something that actually will work for me, that is not going to take me a fucking year and a half to set up, you know? And the squirrel train. Don't forget, if you want to get a car on here, you know how to do it. Subscribe over on Kick or become a patron. And remember, if you're a tier 3 patron, you get extra goodies, including things like the rave. Or copies of the rave after the fact, I guess. But if you want a car on there, it's tier 2 and up. Simple things my mom taught us. When I can bully a spreadsheet program. I mean, we don't usually condone bullying over here, but if that's a thing you do, then... Hello, y'all good? All right. That's another thing that we got with a little bit of the extra. We replaced Jace's bike because Jace is too fucking big and won't stop growing. Well, I mean, you will stop growing at some point, but I can take a hit. I'll subscribe later. I'm too lazy. Hey, that's fine. That's a fine. It's all good. I got your car already set up. Right? It's sitting there. And good to go. Just saying. There's that. Oh, the whole if then? Yeah. I got something in my eye here. I'm not saying do it right now. Whatever. What? Okay, seriously. Lady Z, what in the hell? What the cinnamon toast fuck are you on about? That was not me that made you... You did that of your own accord. If you're going to hang that on me...
Get fucked.
Yeah. I will say, however, the brand new album is out, so you got something else to add to your streams. Eh? Eh? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Interferes with learning Java. There's a lot of similarity in between that and Java, that I remember anyway. It's been a long time. Unstable internet connection. Really? I want that sound to put on my phone as a notification. I did that. I was going to do it anyway. Just had to get the motivation to get my purse. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Do what you're going to do. That's all I got to say. But yeah, new album's out. So hey, something new that you can add to the stream music. I'm pretty sure a lot of it is going on the Demon Stream radio. So there you are. Muha, Muha, and Muha. Yes. And this one here, I know on YouTube, they're going to be like, copyright claim, because this song is, while it is a copyright free, you still need to clear it with the label. Which is what I've had to do for like the last few videos. Because normally, I would have them stream out with no audio to record, but because I have to use Restream as the middleman, that's why it does it. Struggling to stay awake, gonna go for another nap. Hey, no worries, Leonora. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your nap. Boom, there we go. Lady Z adding to the badges. Kaboom. And one fucking Lady Z Tricera thingy squirrel car. Been able to get fucking my notifications down. I have to get the sound from somewhere. Oh, so are you asking me to send you the sound? Because if so, just DM me to remind me and I'll do it. Gotta switch his words with symbols, makes it hard to keep track of stuff. I have not actually worked with JavaScript since I was in college, and that's 12 years ago. Bugger off and show me my messages. Maybe. Well, just throw me a DM, you silly bugger. It's not that fucking hard. Come on. Ah. Good tune. I've accomplished so much today, but I missed 2 steps into the basement. Oh, God. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can relate to falling to missing steps and shit. Hi, Jewel. How you doing? Besides pulling muscles in your back and shit. I think it's so far, it's eaten 6. Yeah, again, I got nothing, right? It's a brand new-ish platform. I can't say anything about it. But we got Lady Z here, and she's going to try and noogie it into submission. I got nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Rave squirrels! Rave squirrels! Pain, all the pain. At least I did the things today. That's a good start. I think there's more than one step going in this night. Yeah, and you slam your body. Yep. Yep. I hate that when you think there's extra steps as opposed to not realizing that you still have one to go. It's all fucking painful, no matter how you look at it. Unpacked a little more today. That counts as doing something right? Yes, it does. Remember, small victories are still victories. Executive dysfunction is a thing. Moved 3 months ago. Uh-huh. Yeah. When we first moved into here 10 years ago, it took me like at least 6 months. And we still have some shit in boxes in the basement. You're out of bed, so that's doing something. Yes, it is. Kid-friendly Java teachers through for coding assessments. Hey, there you go. You walked in with a little bit extra knowledge. I think that's why. Grr. Grr, you. Extra step going up. Yeah. Because then you do like that big fucking flail, that Monty Python kick. Or when the door frame moves. Yeah. Huh. So dyspraxia is a thing. Which, that idiot guy there with the videos there, he mentions dyspraxia. He's like, that's just being overly clumsy. No, it's not. That's a part of it, but that's not it. Points for effort. Just shake my fucking head. For the Ministry of Funny Walks, get off my ass, that's right. Yeah. Once again, what can that guy do?
Get fucked.
Yes, sir. Bingo card's full. I will not acknowledge that. I am not giving you a choice. Speaking of not giving a choice, hey, guess what? It is time once again for our self-care break. And we're going to do this one right on time. We're going to try to. Messages are all over the board, struggling to send. Kick is a pain in the ass that way. But it is time for the self-care break, so let's get a little bit of water or get your snack, or in my case, refill your coffee. Go to the bathroom if you need to.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You don't hear Kitty, you hear Jasa. Unless Kitty is there and I didn't know about it. But anyway, self-care break. Go get some stuff and come right back. We'll be right back here, and we are going to share a little bit more of the music. Just some of the other stuff on the go. Some you've heard.
Looking to rock out with your nuts out? Tune in to SQRL FM Squirrel Radio. All your favorite songs from every genre, but played at twice the speed. Not only quick enough to hold any squirrel's attention, but you can also listen to twice as many songs just from the dial like you usually do. You'll find it eventually. SQRL FM.
This Saturday, it's a whole new episode of Stimmy's World. Stimmy's hyperactive imagination runs wild, and he dreams up a brand new toy. But what happens when his best friend Hobby tries to help him out? Find out Saturday morning at 9, only on Channel 80, in HD.
Did you walk onto a construction site wearing only a thong and got ran over by a bobcat?
Did you attend the local petting zoo and break your tailbone trying to ride the moose?
Hey, fuck you! Did you try to touch Katie's food?
I'm JP Schuster.
And I'm CB Mooster. And we're here to fight for you. Automotive accidents.
Medical malpractice.
Workplace injury.
You live in Arkansas.
Call Schuster and Mooster at 1-800-LOBSTER.
Nothing fishy going on here.
I thought we left the crabs at home. Schuster and Mooster.
Attorneys at law.
My nipples are hard.
I can't feel my toes.
By hiring Schuster and Mooster LLC, you acknowledge that no one should act or refrain from acting based solely upon the legal advice provided by Schuster and Mooster LLC without first seeking much better qualified legal and/or professional advice.
Were you recently assaulted by a watercraft in a freak staircase accident, and now you can't even lie in bed without groaning in constant agony? Or maybe you're just having trouble affording that vital medication that allows you to function at a basic level in society. Maybe it's time to look into the FML Insurance Protection Plan from adhd Incorporated. Okay, so maybe protection isn't exactly the right word, since we're not actually protecting you from anything, and we're really only covering a fraction of the costs, compared to the ridiculous amount of money that you're obligated to pay us for your peace of mind. But hey, capitalism, am I right? Are we better than your current insurance provider? Maybe, probably not. But who even knows anymore? So why not roll the dice and find out now with FML Insurance from adhd Incorporated. Coverage does not include spilling hot coffee on yourself, getting scratched by a rabid trash panda, prescription costs, doctor's notes, accidental death, accidental accidents, any accident that occurs outside of your house, or any accident that occurs inside of your house. No takesy-backsies. Sucks to be you. Get your peace of mind today with FML Insurance from adhd Incorporated. Pretending to help you since 1976.
Join us this Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at the Library Amphitheater for an encore performance of this season's Diamond Fidget award-winning stage achievement, An Epic Fuck Show, a neurodivergent musical. This masterpiece will leave you starstruck by Pocket's graceful presence, mystified by Poet's masterful delivery, and wondering if you left the stove on or not. Bibliothèque Chaotica and Pocket Fort Productions are proud to present An Epic Fuck Show, a neurodivergent musical. Tickets available for a short time only at the Gallery Outlet. Don't miss out on this masterpiece.
Welcome to another episode of Nobody Asked, the segment where we give you information that nobody asked for.
Like a lot of people I know, an ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain.
This has been Nobody Asked.
Are you ready for Sports Ball? Live from the Neurodome tonight,
Get ready for some sports ball action as our reigning Golden Acorn champions, the Mighty Meerkats, defend home turf against the undefeated Dark City Demons and the up-and-coming Cajun Porgies.
We're gonna fuck them all.
Team blindfolds and spicy wieners on special during the self-care first quarter break.
Spicy.
Followed by slam poetry after the game.
Slam that poetry.
Don't miss the Scramble at 5, only on WTTS Sports, Channel 80, in HD. Now that's sports ball!
Again, with I don't go around to people's TikToks to make nasty comments, so I don't understand this.
Hi, Willie Everdoit here from ADHD Incorporated. And I just wanted to remind you that when it comes to somebody else's medication, as well as things like gender identity, sexuality, and religious beliefs, these are all items that are none of your fucking business. So the next time you feel the urge to drop your ignorant, uneducated, and unsolicited opinion on somebody's page, try this radical new method that's approved by Western medicine and homeopathy. Shut the fuck up and keep scrolling. Okay, thanks, bye. This message has been sponsored by Shut Your Face, when you really need to just shut your face, by ADHD Incorporated.
It's true. And yes, I know we need more sports ball jerseys. Again, these are things that are on my list, and yeah, it's just me being sidetracked in music. I've been very occupied. But now, that being said, not the sports ball jerseys, but a lot of the sports ball stuff, everything on the merch shop is on sale right now. So if you do exclamation merch, everything in there is 15% off. Just use the code DPM. That is Disability Pride Month, DPM 15. DPM 15. Get yourself 15% off all the stuff. There are the mugs and the coasters. There are some of the t-shirts and whatnot that are there. No, just one. Or just the first one. I do have the Redbubble back too, by the way. Which, ever since they gave it back to me, I have not touched it. It's something that I will get to in fucking time, but disabilities per minute. There you go. There you go. And also, speaking of music, because the first commercial there I heard was the SQRL. Remember, guys, if you need some chill music to like relax and study to, I have got on this YouTube channel right here is the 24/7 lo-fi stream. So feel free to use that. Don't be afraid. There is a lot of people that do like using it. Oh, nice, nice. Sorry, wife texted me at the same time there. But yeah, exclamation radio 1. And that will give you the link right to it. And for those of you who are on TikTok, just link in bio, go to my YouTube channel. It's the top thing right there. Lady Z, what was it you said? Got shit spamming all over the place. Know something I realized, a lot of people wish they were rich to support themselves and never have to worry. Most of the time I wish I was rich so I could support other people and spend money on other people. Have you heard my definition of rich? My definition of rich is so long as I could, say, go to the store and buy a bag of chips without having to worry and look at my bank account. If I can go to Walmart and buy the things that I need, like milk and bread and eggs and chicken and fucking whatever else, and not have to worry about breaking the bank, that's my definition of rich. Now, that being said, if I ever like won the lottery or something, I would have some of the happiest friends out there, because I would be doing the same thing, right? I got a friend in Calgary. I would buy her house and just give her the key, right? I would retire my father, right? I would retire my wife's mother, right? Shit like that. So yeah, I need harder music to activate hyperfocus. Cost me $3.30 for a laundry basket of groceries. We fucking went 2 days ago, and we got, it was 4 bags, like 4 of the bags, I don't know, about yay big, the Walmart bags, the blue ones. We got 4 of those, and 2 cases of, 2 12-pack cans of pop, and it was $380 fucking dollars. It was madness. Absolute madness. So stupid, yeah. Oh yeah, there are people who I would gift as well. I would pay off all the bills for a year, buy my grandma her house. It's funny too, because when I was a kid, you know, well, actually, even think about it. Back when the Bare Naked Ladies released the song "If I Had $1 Million," right? If I had $1 million, I'd be rich. No, you wouldn't. Yeah, the 6% on top. Yeah, that probably doesn't help. Hey, good song. This one just released today on the Neurospicy album. Be about $430 after taxes, a lump sum penalty. But not a real green dress. That's cool. That's cruel. Yeah. Yeah, up here the lottery is different, right? We don't take anything off of it. I think it's for the first year or something like that. You have like a year to invest it or get rid of it or whatever. It's some shit like that. I don't 100% know, but it's something along them lines. Buy a house in the country, furnish it, pay all my bills, fill the kitchen. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got an income tax. We don't have the luxury tax though, right? In the States, they have the luxury tax, or rather, we don't have the same luxury tax where, you know, if you win the lottery or you go on a game show and you win whatever, you know, they're pulling 50% right out of there, like right off the top, and then whatever the fuck else after that, right? So like you win $1 million, and like Angie said, you're walking out with 430. Oh yeah, we just did the second self-care break. We're gonna go for a little bit longer here. We actually have an unclaimed there's an unclaimed ticket, yeah. Yeah, you win $1 million, you get $1 million. They count as income. Yeah. Up here, it's different. Right. But I mean, like, you guys also have lotteries now that fucking creep into the billions of dollars. Right? Our big lotteries cap at 70 million. Right? It's 70 million for the main, and then they have little side ones of 1 million apiece. Right? But it's capped up here at 70. At least for the Lotto Max, anyway. Interest off what you win does count as income, but the prize money doesn't. That's right. Right. So if you put it all in the bank, you're taxed on the interest on it. It's at 8 mil right now, I think. Did you realize your stream said Happy Wednesday this entire time? I'm honestly, I'm not surprised. I keep changing that. And it keeps, yeah, it says it again. So like the last, I don't know, 5 streams, I'll say Happy Wednesday. I'm just going to remove the day off of it and just fucking be done with it. Yeah, I tried updating it. I updated it to Friday. I did this like Wednesday night, right? Just to get it done and get it out of the way. What does YouTube say? Yeah, it's supposed to say Friday Neurodivergent Coffee Talk. Because that's what I had updated them both to. So... there we go. So I'm just going to fucking remove the day right off it. Whatever. Happy day, yeah. It is, it's kind of dumb that way. But again, new platform. I'm just going to let it roll off the shoulder. Whatever. Whatever. $70 million is still enough to retire and have an income for the rest of your life and most of your family's life. Yeah, I agree, right? But again, too, like I said, my definition of rich would be I would not have to worry anytime I went to go buy something, right? That's my definition of rich. I would be perfectly content with that. I don't need fucking billions of dollars that is like never going to be touched in my lifetime or my kid's lifetime or her kid's lifetime. Right? That is ridiculous. It's absolutely asinine. The fact that there are so many billionaires out there that refuse to fucking, you know, eat the rich just to eat the rich. Hey, it's a fly. It was a fly. Ha ha ha. Gotcha. I can't do it. Yeah, same. I can't do anything without double or triple checking the bank. Right? Mostly because I am Team Eat the Rich. Me too. Me too. But yeah, most times because I check the bank and then a minute later I forget how much was in there. So, whatever. If I won a large sum of money, like the lottery 100 million jackpot, I'd probably take the annuity, keep me from overspending and going broke. Probably a good idea, because impulsivity is a thing, right? Whereas honestly, I would prefer lump sum, and I would just fucking stock it away. At least, that's the plan in my head, right? We eat the rich? Yes. Yes, we are. Fee, how are you? Delightful to see ya. I'm sure you may have heard that there's a clip coming to you later. If I'm wealthy enough to meet all my needs without worries. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, now Fee is here? That's fine. Hi, Fee! You showed up just about at more music time. And Paw Kitty! Squirrel the money away, as they say, yeah. Bitter insured. Currently overdraft. You'll get money for a while. It's such pain. Oh, yeah. I've seen lots of stories of poor people win the lottery and then have nothing to show for it a year later. I agree. There is a tale from up where my grandparents live. Okay. One of the first, like, when the Lotto Max in Canada here first came out, I can't remember. I think it was like 40 million or something back then. Don't quote me on that. But it was like one of the first major lottery wins up there. Was split between four guys. And 3 of them fucked it away in a week. Went down to Prince George, bought themselves, like at the time, Dodge Vipers. One guy bought himself a Ferrari or something like that. Was revving it up in the Dairy Queen parking lot and blew the fucking engine right out of the hood. The other guy ended up wrapping his car around a tree. The 4th guy, he had it for like a year, and then it was gone. You know, it's ridiculous. And this is why you need like I'd be handing it off to somebody else and saying, okay, control this fucking money for me. 900K a month on the annuity. Yeah, right? Like, that's more than enough. That is so much more than enough. Right? I could probably, you know, if I was trying to be generous, I could probably just take $5,000 a month, and I'd probably be just fine. Right? Me and the family, we would be just fine. At least buy land that has a good resale if needed. Yeah, there you go. 70% of all lottery winners spend it all within 10 years. I read that somewhere. I don't remember where, but yeah. 5K a month sounds glorious, right? Like, that would be more than enough. But this is also me considering that I don't do a whole lot, right? Because physically I can't really. But yeah, absolutely. I would 100% get financial advice. 100%, right? I wouldn't trust myself with that amount of money. Fuck, I can't even trust myself to pay the bills around here. When like 50 mil 2 years later, it's $2 million in debt. Yeah, exactly. Who was it? Kanye West? Who was like millions upon millions of dollars in debt? Right? The guy actually ranked on the billionaire list or something. And was billions of dollars in debt. Right? Like, I just fucking can't. I see a child in the background. I would buy land. Buying land is a great idea. Absolutely a great idea. Alrighty, let's do this, shall we? Oh look, it's this page here. And also, hey Fee, if you didn't know, if nobody told you, or you didn't get a warning or anything, guess what's out today? Look, the album is out everywhere. Surprise, motherfuckers! Ha 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 ha. So if you didn't know, Neurospicy, the extended mixes and a couple of remixes and brand new tracks are available to everybody to use or listen to or whatever. Give some payouts, some things, toss a bunch, and tax-free savings account. Yep, that sounds like a plan right there. MC Hammer actually gives that advice. If you come into money, the first thing you should do is get a manager for your money. Yes, I have heard that many, many, many times, right? And just for Polar Bear Mama, we're going to do this one again. This one is a work in progress. We'll do it again just for you. Our little cinematic whatever. It's going to be going on not the next album, but the one after that. Enjoy. I call it Together as One. This one I had with community in mind. So you guys.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. Look at us now. This is our destiny. Stand together. Together as one.
Like I said, work in progress. I'm probably going to be working on that one later tonight. Because, I mean, you've all met me, you know how I roll. This one here, I know that it's all about Polar Bear Mama today, apparently. Apparently. But this one will be on the next album, under the name Taylor Drive. And I'm not going to bother splitting them up from here on out. It's just going to be, here's the extended mixes, have fun. Maybe I'll put an edit on the album with it. I won't bother splitting it up this time. Can't wait for the full version. New one, nice. Hi, Kelly. How you doing there, Kinksy? Oh yeah, we're still on your birthday week. Awesome. It's every day about her. Only in your house. As it should be. A three-head, what's up? Welcome to Music Moment. Vibe. Dragon! Well, we do have the incentive right there. You guys want to get another squirrel rave? Let's get $500 going. Remember, if you're on the Patreon, you've already got access to this song. It's there for you. Pew, pew. That's right, if you're on the Patreon, you get a chance to listen to all of the works in progress as I start them, as I carry them on. You get to hear all of the versions. It's definitely something. But yeah, this one here is the long version of Like an Echo, which clocks in at 8.5 minutes long. So I hope you dig it. But yeah, trying to help out with the moving expenses for Panda and Shoes. So once we get that marker up, $500, will set us up a squirrel rave. 500 is a goal, 1,000 is a stretch goal. Buggers, you know that? Buggers, I tell ya. You should. I'll have to double check whether that one's on the patrons only list. This one here, I'm gonna play just because fucking shits and giggles. This is out now. It is live today on all platforms. Should be all platforms. Most of them anyway. It might be a bit of a delay getting to it because I rushed the release for a surprise. But it's out now. Well, I mean, in that case, Vespa, you'll be happy to know that both versions of Yesterday and Waiting, the extended mixes, are part of the album that dropped today. So, I mean, and they both have actually quite a different ins and outs. Just popping in for a sec. Love it. Hey, thanks. Awesome to see you. I hope you're doing well. I was trying to keep up with your adventures with the house stuff and whatnot, but wow. I hope you guys got that shit settled, because that's kind of a mess. Kind of a total mess, but hopefully you got it all figured out. Anywho, we're going to wrap up the music part there, because, yeah. And all the likes and follows. That's right, don't forget to get some likes up on the video here if you're watching on YouTube. Get that little fucking like on there. And, hey, just post a life update. Awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Good. I'm, words ran away from me there. I'd like to thank words for being hard. Anyway. Hitting the hearts with my Logitech macro. Hey, nice. Dig it, dig it. But yeah, so hey, there's the thingy with all the stuff. So again, new album dropped today. The extended mixes, a couple of remixes, and a couple of brand new tracks. I feel like my chair is falling apart. So make sure you check that out. Thank you very much. Exclamation Spotify. That'll get you the links right to it. As well, if you guys want to have another rave, here's the incentive right here. Schust and Panda Fund. Want to try and help them with their expenses moving. So let's try and see if we can crack 500 on that. I'll think of something if we hit 1,000. I'll think of something for that. I'll talk with Schust about that. We'll see how that goes. Great news, the Dutch Parliament fell again. I will have to take a look. I know nothing about that. I've been trying to avoid news as best I can recently. Glitterbeards. Jesus Christ, you guys in the Glitterbeards. I'll tell you what. $1,000? Yeah, Glitterbeard. There you go. $1,000 we'll do Glitterbeards. Or at least I will. Pretty sure Schust will do it too, but... Fucking... I need to get a thingy for my chair so it stops dropping on me. So I feel like I've gotten shorter over the course of the stream here. Yeah, Glitterbeard. $1,000. Glittercock. I don't think so. Yeah, $1,000. I'll do the Glitterbeard. How about that? I want pictures of it. Oh, believe me, there will be pictures. There will be so many pictures. I have no fucking doubt about that. Any mahoo. With that said, we are gonna get out of here. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out today. I appreciate all of you, even those of you just passing through, saying hi. What's the money for? The money is going to help Schust and Panda move, because they are moving from the city they're in now, which is like 5 hours from me. His wife got a job in my city here, so they are moving to my city, right? So it's like it's a pretty hefty distance. So it's going to be for probably covering their fuel costs at the very least. So yeah, exclamation Schust. Thanks, caption. Sorry, I was waiting for what you were going to do there. But yeah, exclamation Schust. And anybody who donates through that link, it is tracked up here. Once we crack $500, not same one. It's the same one, Dan, honestly. You know what? I will actually change the wording in that one so it reflects. When you're moving, every little thing helps. Yeah, but appreciate it, Dan. It is the exact same link, right? I want to put it through the Stream Elements link, so then that way it is tracked, right? Because this is part of a Stream Elements overlay, so this way I know how much it is. But yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, we're going to bounce. Drink some water. Yeah, thanks, Kel. Kinksy saying drink some water. But yeah, anyway. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. Thank you all who resubbed here on Kick. Thank you to the people who have donated to the fundraiser so far. Once we hit that $500, I will hit you with a rave date. So in the meantime, drink your water, take your meds, and be kind to yourself. I love all of you. Have an awesome weekend. You will see me in the Discord. I'll be lurking at the very least, because I'll probably be writing fucking music all weekend, but you know I'm there. So hey, just tag me if you want to say hey. Alright? So that is it. That is all. We will see you back here on Sunday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Have an awesome weekend. I love all of you. Be good. Keep fit. Have fun. Ciao for now.